Hello students, myself Anuradha Gupta and today I will teach you Carnot theorem. So let us know that what is Carnot theorem. When the Carnot theorem states that the working between two temperatures T1 and T2, two temperatures, the engine can be more efficient than reversible engine. In other words, the efficiency of reversible engine is maximum. Reversible engine should be maximum. When we work between two temperatures, so T1 and T2, then reversible engine, the efficiency of reversible engine is always greater than the any other engine. Okay. Okay. So just consider a reversible engine R and any other engine I working between the two temperature T1 and T2. So first, let us the Carnot engine R working on the direct path. Direct path means working on the direct path. It means it absorb Q1 heat. Just because this is reversible engine, it can also move reverse path. But in the direct path, what will happen? The system absorb Q1 amount of heat. The system can absorb heat Q1 from the source of heat at temperature T1. Okay, and perform W work. When system absorb heat, Q1 amount of heat absorb, the work done by the system will be W and reject amount of heat, that is Q2. When it absorb Q1 heat, then work done by the system will be W and the Q2 amount of heat absorbed, and the direction of this work is from T1 to T2. This will be the direction of direct path. Okay, so in this case, what will happen? The efficiency of reversible engine. Efficiency of R engine. Reversible engine. Eta of R. क्या होगा इसका वैल्यू? Eta of R is equal to, what will be the formula? The work done by the system W and heat absorbed by the system W upon Q1. Okay, then in reverse path, this is the for direct path. And in reverse path, in reverse operation, what will happen? The engine R absorb heat Q2 from lower temperature. Sink is at the low temperature. Always remember, the temperature of source is greater than temperature of sink. Now, when the reversible engine R absorb heat from the sink, when system absorb heat from the lower temperature, then the work done on the system. When system absorb from the higher temperature from the source, work done by the system. When system absorb heat from the lower temperature, work done on the system. In that case, the work done will be minus W. Why? This work done on the system. Then the remaining heat reject to the source, and what will be the value of source? Q1 is equal to Q2 minus W. So Q1 is equal to Q2 plus W. So in that case, So similarly, the engine I, now we will go to the engine I. The engine I in one cycle absorb Q1 dash heat from from the source, and perform work and the reject Q2 dash amount of heat to the sink. Then what will be the efficiency of irreversible engine? I engine, eta I is equal to W upon Q1 dash. So according to the Carnot theorem, according to the Carnot theorem, what will happen? Eta R is greater than eta I. We have to prove this. Eta R, reversible efficiency of reversible engine is greater than efficiency of irreversible engine. So let us assume, we have to prove this, but let us assume that the efficiency of irreversible engine is greater than eta of R. We just assume. Okay. If in this case, what is the value of eta I? Eta I is the value of eta I is W upon Q1 dash is greater than, what is the value of eta R? W upon Q1. When we arrange this value, what will come? Q1 greater than Q1 dash. Okay, Q1 is greater than Q1 dash. What is the meaning of this? Q1 minus Q1 dash is, what is this? It's a positive quantity. Okay. Now we will take here from equation number 1. Okay. As we know that the reversible engine R is reversible, so it can be operated in the reverse path, as we told you. Now we can obtain a self-acting machine. How? We will just join these two machines, I and R, I plus R. This is a self-acting machine. By coupling the engine I and by coupling the engine R. Okay, what happening here? We can obtain a self-acting machine by coupling the engine I and engine R. For this machine, the complete machine I plus R, in a complete cycle, what happened? In one cycle, what happened? How much heat? This total I plus R, how much amount of heat extracted from the sink? कितना heat ये I plus R sink से लेगा? So we will just calculate here the net heat. Net heat extracted from sink. हम किसके बारे में बात कर रहे हैं? हम बात कर रहे हैं I प्लस R के लिए, कि जब ये I प्लस R जब दोनों ऐड हो गए, आपस में कपल हो गए, तो ये दोनों आपस में मिल करके सिंक से कितना हीट ले रहे हैं. ओके, तो हाउ मच हीट? तो नेट हीट एक्सट्रैक्टेड फ्रॉम सिंक. व्हाट विल बी द वैल्यू ऑफ दिस? देन हीट एक्सट्रैक्टेड बाय R, कितना हीट सिंक से लिया गया और कितना हीट सिंक को दिया. तो किसने दिया, किसने लिया? द हीट एक्सट्रैक्टेड बाय R and heat rejected by I. I is rejected heat and R is extracted heat. Okay, so how much amount of heat? So the net heat extracted from sink, what will be the value of this? The net heat, heat extracted by R minus heat rejected by I. Okay, how much heat is extracted by R? Let's see. How much heat? The system absorb Q1 heat, work done by R, and Q2 heat rejected to the sink in direct path. So what is the value? A system R absorb heat. Q1 heat absorb. Okay, Q1 heat absorbed by the R and rejected to the sink. How much? A small work done happened. So Q2 rejected heat plus work done. So this amount of heat, Q1 amount of heat is converted into two parts. One part is the rejected heat and one part is the work done. So what will be the value of Q2? Then Q2 is equal to Q1 minus W. Q1 minus W. Then the net heat rejected by R. Q2, see here, Q2, what is the value of Q2? Q1 minus W. So Q1 minus W heat is rejected by R. Q1 minus W. Then heat rejected by I. How much heat rejected by I? How much heat rejected by I? The I absorb Q1 dash heat. Okay. And rejected to the Q2 dash. So how much heat it absorbed rejected by I? That will be the Q1 dash minus W. So here the value will be Q1 dash minus plus W, minus W and plus W cancel. The answer will be Q1 minus Q1 dash. As we know that Q1 minus Q1 dash is positive quantity, and the answer of the net heat extracted from sink when you made the self-acting machine by coupling the I and R, then this machine extracted heat, net heat extracted from sink. How much heat? Q1 minus Q1 dash. Then the next value you have to calculate the net heat rejected at the source. This machine absorbed Q1 minus Q1 dash amount of heat extracted from the sink. Just putting here. Okay, this I plus R extracted heat from sink Q1 minus Q dash. We should know that how much heat rejected to the source. So heat rejected to the source. Now we will calculate the heat rejected. Heat rejected to the source. Heat rejected by R minus heat extracted by I. Just opposite to the previous one. Heat extracted by I. See, how much heat rejected to the source? This value will be what? Heat rejected by R. Heat rejected by R. How much heat rejected by R? Q1. How much heat extracted by I? Q1 dash. So what will be the value? Q1 minus Q1 dash. Heat rejected by R, that is Q1, minus heat extracted by I will be Q1 dash. So if we put this value, so how much heat rejected? Q1 minus Q1 dash. Q1 minus Q1 dash heat extracted from the sink and Q1 minus Q1 dash heat rejected to the source. जितना अमाउंट ऑफ हीट वो सिंक से एब्जॉर्ब कर रहा है उतनी ही अमाउंट ऑफ हीट वो सोर्स को वापस भी कर रहा है. एंड व्हाट अबाउट नेट वर्क डन? कितना वर्क डन हुआ होगा? सो नेट वर्क डन plus W and minus W. It will become 0. So net work done is 0. So what will happen? जो सेल्फ एक्टिंग मशीन हमने बनाया है इसने जितना अमाउंट ऑफ हीट सिंक से एब्जॉर्ब किया उतना अमाउंट ऑफ हीट सोर्स को दे दिया और कोई भी वर्क डन नहीं किया. कोई भी वर्क डन नहीं कर रहा विदाउट एनी वर्क डन ऑन इट. ओके. And Q1 minus Q dash is positive quantity. We have proved this earlier. Q1 minus Q dash is equal to positive quantity. It means the positive value of heat absorbed. This self-acting machine, I plus R, this self-acting machine absorb Q1 minus Q1 dash heat from this from the sink and transfer this whole amount of heat to the source without any work done on it. So this is against the second law of thermodynamics, Clausius statement. Clausius statement, because according to the Clausius statement, it is impossible to construct that kind of machine which absorb heat from the sink and totally convert it into the transfer to the source without doing any work. So according to the Clausius concept, Clausius statement, which is second law of thermodynamics, this kind of machine is impossible to construct. Okay, so we find that the working between the two temperature, we have assumed here eta I is greater than eta R. But when we have assumed this, we have proved this self-acting machine is impossible to construct because it does not follow the second law of thermodynamics. Okay, so what we have assumed here, eta I greater than eta R is false. Eta I greater than eta R is false. So what is right? What is right? Eta R is greater than eta I. This is the Carnot theorem. What is Carnot theorem? The working between the two temperatures. No engine can be more efficient than reversible engine. It means reversible engine, the efficiency of reversible engine is maximum. Okay, so this is the Carnot theorem. Okay, thank you.